Well, having come up out of the creek through that path, I want to make my way up the hill and look at the soccer playing fields that are up here. And this whole wooded area here, I've gone in and cut a lot of the vines that were choking out the trees. And this path I made all the way up to the area where the snake resides. I don't know why that's all dying off in there. Interesting. Okay, now here I have a path that's suddenly growing up big time. I put sticks, a bunch of wood in there, had it flattened out, but it's certainly grown back. The county used to have a gate in here that was serviceable. It's locked open now, and I cleared this whole area out some time ago so one of the boys could easily walk to school, and the grandkids. But as I can see, the vines are growing in again. If you aren't constantly look at that. I'm gonna let it go. That was completely cleared out, and now it's taken over again. So there's no use me spending all that time clearing it out in the summertime. I'll let her go. So I had no idea it would have completely closed in, but those vines grow sometimes 6-7 inches a day, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Now I cleared this path some time ago, and now these big plants have taken over it. So I'm gonna see how far I can get on this trail that I had cut down, but look at it now. I tell you, the kids from school used to run along this road when in the fall and early spring, but of course they wouldn't be there in school now anyway. But look how it's grown up. Oh, there's a snake. Another snake. My golly, they're everywhere, those snakes. There's a snake just went through here. I'm not anxious to step on the rascal. I don't think he was traveling too fast, so I think I've walked by him now. Now they come out, those black racers, I guess, they come out to sun themselves. That's the 7th snake I've seen this summer. This is the old corduroy trail I had created. It goes down again to the creek. So I'll approach it. There's one of those huge spiders. They are humongous in size. And I got the web all over me, so that's a mess. Ooh. And I was quiet for a moment while I was walking up on this place where I usually see them. I got that big spider. He was on my pruning shears. But I got his web all over my head, my hat, everywhere. This is the area that I tried to swim in, but I'm not going to swim in it anymore. Not swim, but wade. With all these snakes around here, I'm not anxious to do any more wading in the creek without my boots on. That used to be a trail that was wide open. You could go up there. Now it's all closed in. And by the time I come back, in the fall, I'll have to cut all new paths, I suppose. We're going to head for Delaware a week from now. So here's the 2 trees again that have fallen over the whole creek bed. Really long. And of course all the work I've done down here, every stick of that wood has come out of the creek. And all of these leaves and stuff that I've filled in the holes, they all came out of the creek. And it used to be I couldn't even wade in there. It was so squishy, I figured there were snakes under it. I did find one snake when I was digging in here. But there you go. That's the other curve. Actually, from up at that bank, I went in, went down south, took a path, went up. I was going to go to the top of the big hill back there, but I'm not going to do that with all those elephant vines. Pretty much snuffed the path out, and it's ridiculous to clean it out now. Let her grow. Let her grow. Huh. I guess I left my walking stick at the other end thinking I would come back that same way. And I'm not, so let her go too. There's that big round tree that I drug out of the creek, but I'll let it sit there too. There won't be too many more times. You see the elephant plants, they just take over everything. Just everything. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And back here is where I put all those, all that wood that I did have out there. It was so obvious out there, I kind of hid it under these trees and put a shovel underneath that wading pool. One time I did see a deer go scampering when he heard me come in here. He's obviously not there today. There's an old hollowed out tree. And here's one that just bent over and fell down. So, looking around on this Sunday morning, a beautiful day, but muggy. High humidity, sticky. Not the most pleasant weather in the world, that's for sure. I had walked down there and then gone up on the bank, then made my way in the path up there, then started to go up the hill, couldn't do it, then went all the way up to the other end, came back down to the creek that way. So that is going to do it. For now, you can see how steep the hill is. I always look for tracks, and the deer haven't used the tracks coming up that hill today, nor did they go this direction. These are old hoof prints down there. And that's the trail, of course, that goes back up to the raised area where the county mows. So that being said, I think I will probably close it out. The way I started today, when I hit the stream, I went south, picked up a basketball, went on down, picked up a couple flower pots and a 20-gallon container, 5-gallon container, and took them all near Fort Number 4 in back of it, and then made my trip down to here. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do today, I think. I'm not going to go back in the woods. I'll just walk back home. So, Bob, signing off one more time. This is the day the Lord hath made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it.